2 of our awesome Raycaster. Sadly, we won't be able to. Sadly, we won't be making height maps, so I'm just gonna leave mine the same. You don't change this, okay? Just don't do it, because mine is basically not really. After I delete these few scripts, then it's basically the exact same as they used to do. So don't mind those extra scripts. That's just when I was attempting a height map, but it failed, so you don't need to mind that. Anyway, today we're gonna be focusing on 4 variables. And what is the 4 variable? Let's determine how far on the ground the object is. So make a new variable. Call it 4. Now don't worry, I did this with one of my other Raycasters, so I know how to do it. Now make it the minimum negative 100 and the maximum just a regular 100. Now inside of render, then just make sure to set the y to minus 4. Now this also needs to be minus 4. Now, it may seem as if this has no impact on our Raycaster, but just wait until you see this. So, see how now we have this weird effect in our Raycaster, isn't it? Isn't it just so strange? It's, oh my gosh, I forgot. If you subtract a negative number, then you're actually adding it. And oh man, that was such a big mistake of me. Anyway, there you have it, guys. The 4 variable. Do you see how the level stretches out the bigger the 4 variable is? Yeah, I noticed that. Annoying, right? So create an if block. Don't worry, this is experimental. You don't have to do this. And now do if, because it only starts happening once it's greater than 50. So if 4 is greater than 50, then you need to do change, create a new variable, PB. Make it for this sprite only. Now you need to change PB by minus 0.5. Now let's test this out. Now let's do divided by PB. Now do a set PB block. And make it set to PB to 0. Now you see it has a weird impact on our Raycaster. So told you this was experimental, so I warned you. But oh my gosh, I guess we didn't need to do that after all, and I guess I'm sorry. Now just go back to a quick script, then do a set PB to 1, or not PB, I meant 4. Set 4 to, and I think I'm gonna set this to 9. And now that we have this, then we can modify how far on the floor it is. See, this also actually slightly has something to do with our field of view, if you haven't noticed. See what I mean? Look. See it? Anyway, if you don't want, you can hide these variables. If you do want them, then feel free to keep them. It doesn't matter. Now, why does this have an impact on our Raycaster? Now look, I don't know. I just don't know. But maybe you can try this experimental object. This is experimental. Always put the original block onto the side, because it might not work. So be careful. And oh man, this is actually a really cool effect. This is just like height mapping. This is just like my height mapping attempt. Anyway, yeah, I have to change my mind. We're actually going to be doing height mapping. I changed my mind. We're doing height mapping. -4. Now plus. And now this, I guess we don't need this PB variable. And now create. And now I guess this height list really does matter, I guess. That I kept from my previous attempt. Now plus. Now do item. IDX of height. Item IDX of height. Plus item IDX of height. Currently has no effect because it's always set to 0. If you have these scripts already set up, then good for you. Instead of add 0 to a height, then just do an if else command. Now do a new sprite. I'm gonna call mine level 2. Now I'm just gonna make this height map blue height map. Just a regular blue one. Have fun just coloring your height map however you wish. When you're done, make sure to delete the background level, because otherwise then you will get strange effects. Because then your entire level will be affected by the height map, which you don't want. Now we already have the stack ghost effect, which is nice. Go back into the ray sprite. Now do an if touching block. Now do an if touching level 2. That's what I call mine. Then need to add a 20 to height. Now let's test this out. And oh man, it's actually looking pretty good. The thing is, see what's going on now. So change y by, and now have to a minus subtract block. Now item IDX of this. And hopefully this works. Okay. And oh man, it's height mapped. That's perfect. It's exactly what I was expecting. It's a height map. I'm gonna play around with this. Because, oh, let's try adding 50. Oh man, that's a really nice effect. Oh my. I wonder if it renders it from behind. Nope, it doesn't do a behind render. Or, wait a minute. Is that the behind render? Oh yeah, there's no behind render. I can tell. But that's actually pretty cool. Just, you don't really want players to be peeking from the back. Anyway, this is my previous attempt of doing this. Also, all the advanced math is right here. Wait, this is the advanced math. Like, this math is advanced, so I know. It's kind of difficult to do, but I'm sure you can keep up. Anyway, let's just take a review of what we've done so far. Set ghost effect to 100, set size to 200 inside the player, and now the player movement script. Then we broadcast the Raycast event and we made a move custom block to the text for the level touching. Then we also created a level sprite and hid it. Then we did the Raycaster, which will detect objects, and this time we added height maps to it. Then we made the level inside to make it run slightly better. Though I forgot to mention, we actually no longer need this level inside sprite. Instead of this render sprite, this tool is a level rendered Raycaster. So watch what happens if we delete this. I'm gonna drag this to my backpack first. And now this is what happens. Our Raycaster no longer works. So this is very important. This is actually a very important sprite. So don't delete the Ray. So don't delete this. Okay, just don't do it. Now, if you want to be fancy and set the pen a custom color, then here I go. You just have to just drag a second color block in there and you got it. It's literally that easy. It's all you have to do. Now, wasn't that just worth it? That was perfectly worth it, right? All this time coding the height maps and all those other stuff. What was the other thing we coded other than height map? Oh yeah, I forgot. We improved the Raycaster by adding a floor variable, which will allow us to modify the height. Now, once again, if you wish, you can hide the floor. And that's basically all we've done so far. It's hard to believe that such amazing games can be made with Scratch. Like, seriously, how? How is this done? All it takes is 3 simple lists: color, distance, and height, with a length of 60. That's the field of view. Which is the default, I guess. At least. Anyway, thanks for watching the tutorial, and I guess if there's a part 3, then I'll see you there, I guess. Make sure to look for a part 3, because that would be really cool. Like, I'm looking forward to whether I'll decide making a part 3 or if I won't. I'm so excited to find out. Anyway, bye now, I guess that's about it.